Cek sound. Cek sound. Oi man. Oke, suara daga gua ada masuk ya. Aman santuy. Oh. Kok ngapain ke Nvme? Gua Jumatan, ngapain lagi kocak? Halo Diseray. Kagak, gua gak makan, gua langsung balik gua. Gua pengen ke Burjo, jadi dari situ gua ke Motekar terus udah balik gua. Gua bawain penonton baru, udah. Penonton baru siapa? Fadil Adrian. Ah, mana ada anjir. Oh iya, Cok, bener Cok, kata orang-orang Nvme Motekarnya Motekar Jepriniko lah, kata orang-orang di situ ya. Mana paham gua. Gua mah asal makan doang. Lah, bentar suara gua. Lama banget anjir. Walah, bekas syuting. Pantes dibilang Motekar gitu Jeffrey Nico lah, the fuck man. Gua lihat lama juga ini. $30 kah? Di jadwal sih 30, tapi di YouTube-nya 25. Mungkin 25 mulai ada kereta ya. Pertaruhan series 2, anjir kagak paham gue itu apaan, Cok. BTW gue live cuma ini doang ya, nonton livestream doang cuy. Habis itu gue mau record konten sama mau edit konten. Ada konten reverse. Dan tumben IndiHome gue gak nge-lag nih, kocak. Biasanya macam tai, Cok. Sorry toxic IndiHome ya. Kalau memang jelek, gue jelek. Live bang, live ML gak bisa gue. HP gue udah gak kuat. Pull bang, ngepull apa? Gak ada jet sama sekali. Mau ngepull apa coba? Oh iya, gue harus ngedit dulu sih konten gue. Konten hanya sih Sparker atau Black Swan. Sudah jelas Black Swan. Gue bukan pecinta bocil dan juga ABG yang belum ini ya, belum berbobot ya. Gue pecinta Onesan. Live PB anjir, the fuck man. Kalau gue masih ingat akun Game School gue ya. Masih Game School kan? Gue sampai udah gak tahu tuh Game School apa sih itu PB? Udah lupa gue. Di 1 menit lagi ya. 1 menit lagi. Gue udah siap mengetik bansos nih. Pakai akun gue aja bang. Sama aja bang. Mau nonton nih, nonton ini aja live stream. Gak usah nonton gue main itu anjir. Gua gak bakal live stream main ini ya. Main game-game shooting gitu ya. Kecuali gue tiba-tiba jadi pro player, nah itu baru bakal gue live stream sih. Betul, Mobile Legends juga gak bisa, gue udah meledak tuh HP gue. Main Zomboid apaan anjing? Bocil request game bangke. Zomboid apalagi kocak. Udah mulai coy, let's go, let's fucking go bro. Alas ya Ruan Mei.
3 Genius Society members at the
Bentar,
same
cuy.
time?
Oh udah 1080.
Mr. Screw'em, member 76, sophisticated mechanical aristocrat and renowned leader. Not to mention the savior of inorganic life throughout the universe. He's as sharp as they come. They recognize my brilliance in an instant. Now, if I can just get him to recommend me.
And his astonishing wisdom in the field of broadcasting has been duly recognized by Noose themselves.
Udah dulu bang, buset.
Ergo, the
gue pakai paketan, wah udah. Oke man, ntar nonton aja kalau udah di offline ya. Kalau lu kepo sama redemption code, sebenarnya bisa langsung ke hoyoverse, langsung tukar. Mami.
She seemed like a kind and elegant
Gue udah siapin ya. Yang penting gak kalah red off sih.
What if I ask a bad question? Since when does Albert ask bad questions?
Support konten gimana bang? Support konten. Nonton aja sih yang penting ya.
Daydreaming! The program is about to start! What are you waiting for? A trailer or something?
Musim Benes Padang, buset. Oh, lo support anjir, gua belum siapin, Cok. Ntar aja lah ya, man. Linknya belum gua taruh, Cok. Lah ada si kelinci Lycon anjing. Gak apa-apa, man, santai aja. Linknya belum gua taruh. Soalnya gua rencananya nggak live lama, makanya nggak gua taruh. Tuh, dikasih tahu sama moderator. Anjing nge-lag, Cok. Waduh, nge-lag, Cok. Anjir, bagus banget warnanya. Oh, bawa gitar dia ya. Bentar, ini resolusi gua agak turun nih. Wah, wifi, halo wifi. Wah, anjing, wifi gua, Cok. Nah. Wah, Argentot aja. Bukan anjing, dokter Ratio, Cok. Wah, ada fix. Oke, ini semakin yakin kalau gue bakal live stream ya dengan wifi yang tolol kayak gini.
The gods of the starry skies have abandoned the world.
Lah, kenapa gue anjing?
Only the wounded savior can bathe the world in the firelight of destruction.
Astaga, kenapa, Cok?
Distance, annihilation will find you.
Wah, ini setahu gue Aeon ya.
Audience dice.
Setahu gue, Cok.
Ostentatious.
Ini siapa kenapa nih? Wah, gila angle-nya. Yakin gak gacha, Bang? Let's go, bansos. Oke, langsung aja kita mengetik bansos ya. Belum sih 2.0 sih. Pun ya. Baru planet baru. 7S9 SPC J5 curut. Bener kan ini? 7S9 SPC 7S9 SPC J5 curut. Tercurut-curutnya. kocak. Di apaan sih YouTube? Nah, gitu dong. Lama banget aja. JS 9. Gue lupa kopi. JS 9.
And whether or not your world has a day-night cycle, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. And if you didn't know already, I'm Albert, your favorite feathered announcer. Welcome to the version 1.6 Crown of the Mundane and Divine special program. On today's program, we're bringing together 3 intellectual heavyweights.
Let's go, Nvme!
The Genius Society. Oh, why don't you introduce yourselves? Madam Herda, care to kick us off?
Whatever. Herda here.
Anjing si paling sundere.
Remember, enthusiasm.
Gitu-gitu nge-carry Memory of Chaos gua dulu aja.
Fine.
Jadi gua harus menghargai ya.
Herda.
No, we're talking.
Mana Nvme? Gua pengen suaranya.
The new face on the block, Madam Nvme.
Holy shit.
Hello, dear viewers. I'm Nvme.
I suppose that makes it my turn. Greetings, viewers. I am
Waduh,
Scrollum.
suaranya bikin
It's a
gua
pleasure to meet
tenang
you.
ya.
The pleasure is all ours. I never thought I'd be interviewing all 3 of you at the same time. I guess the great news must have finally recognized my potential.
Don't get ahead of yourself. This is a scheduled space station visit.
Si robot anjing nyepam
Lucky for
emot,
you,
coy.
We had time for a show.
Or, to put it another way, participating in your program was a way of maximizing the utility of our itinerary. 2 birds, 1 stone.
One star. Waduh, agak sus gitu.
Anyhow, we saw from the trailer that the story.
Sudah pasti Nvme yang pertama nih. Gak mungkin Dr. Ratio, cok.
Intelligence available for release indicates the following. Madam Nvme has commandeered one of the space station zones for biological science experiments.
Oke.
I like to avoid attracting too much attention with my experiments.
Wah,
And the station had a sealed-off area
ini yang Inggrisnya udah bagus gini, apalagi yang voice actor yang bahasa
kind
Jepang ya.
enough to lend it to me.
Big enough to spread across 3 levels. This
Dari suaranya aja udah
area is
pengen
a
gua
brand
nge-pull.
new domain waiting for us in version 1.6.
Aduh, mudah-mudahan menang red off ya gua.
Welcome to Herda Space Station Seclusion Zone. Due to the secrecy surrounding the zone, there's currently not a soul to be found across the whole domain.
Rebuttal. Your assertion excludes the
Anjir,
existence
diserang
of
ini
inorganic
kumbang,
life
coy.
operating in the area.
Naturally, as I was saying, the story is set to unfold in this new domain.
Wait, so you still need the seclusion zone, Nvme?
I do. My research has encountered a few anomalies. I was hoping the Trailblazer could do me a small favor.
Gila sih, suaranya sih.
Favor?
Small.
Oh, ada ini juga ya, misi sebelum ini ya.
I'm not
Misi di
sure
bawahnya
about
itu
the
gak sih?
second
Itu kan?
one, but this
Red of- iya,
is
Red
a
of
golden
Good,
age
Sly.
for biological science. No problem too big or too
Gila.
small, right?
Desain karakternya gitu banget.
Brand new Trailblazer
Ya kali nggak
continues.
nge-pull gua.
Crown of the mundane and divine. Trailblazers will encounter
Erudition
Madam
Trailblazer.
Nvme for the first time.
Wah,
They'll
ini
need
dapat
to
link
work
dari mana nih,
closely
Dirga?
with it to solve the headaches of Herda Space Station.
For example?
Mulai mencium bau leak kah?
One such headache is the result of the little life forms that Nvme has been cultivating.
I'm afraid that's the
Abunda
nature of
saja nggak- belum
biological
dikasih, anjir.
science. Surprises and accidents in equal measure.
Not to mention, the space station.
Gua kira yang
is
si
hiding
Hanzo
more
dikasih
secrets than
ini,
you might
dikasih
have thought.
abundance, padahal nggak dikasih
Various
cuy.
crises bubbling to the surface. Herda's puppet.
Tapi
falling
kayaknya
prey to
penakoni
an
dah, ke
ambush,
penakoni baru dikasih.
And a new provocation that the geniuses must face up to.
Kayaknya ya, kalau memang ada.
Nothing a small favor can't fix, right?
We got the 3 geniuses here. What could go wrong?
In Mr. Albert's previous broadcasts, the adoption of a light-hearted tone usually indicates the presence of a formidable challenge.
My beak is sealed. This is a top secret experiment. But trust me, when I say that the adventure ahead is a journey into both the power and
Break effect.
wonder of
Oh, si Nvme break
biological
effect dapat info dari mana tuh, Dirga?
And what better way to prepare our
BTW dapat
trailblazers
info dari mana
than
tuh?
Introducing the one and only Madam Nvme.
Gua malah nyiapin speed. Wah, udah Momi nih ya. Wah, di menyulam lagi dia. Main gitar, Cok. Bagus banget anjing string karakternya, buset dah. Kafka gue ketar-ketir, Cok. Dia highlight warna Tosca lagi rambutnya.
Madame Nvme is an ice-type character following the path of harmony
Splash artnya
and
ngeri banget
member
ya.
81 of the Genius Society. From the very beginning,
Waduh.
her research has focused on biological science.
That's right.
Website leak ya.
Biological science is a boundless field.
Gue udah
I
kebiasaan
rarely
di
have time
Pride
for
sih.
leisure.
Iya udahlah.
And despite being one
Oke,
of the
noted ya,
founders
we
of the
break ya.
simulated universe,
Mana yang break gua hapus
I
semua lagi kan,
seldom step up
ngeselin.
to the plate.
Udah gue tumbalin, Cok.
Nvme, I was curious. Is there a story behind your name?
Lagi grinding gue yang hacker speed ya.
My parents organized
Ah,
themselves
hacker
into
apa
a
itu ya?
flat
Pokoknya nambahin
hierarchical
speed.
structure.
Gue kira itu.
My
Ya.
name is simply the combination of their surnames.
Fascinating. What a spellbinding tradition.
I believe you may be laying it on a little thick, Mr. Albert. Are you hoping for something in return?
Who wouldn't hope for a blessing from Madame
Something for
Nvme?
return ya, menang red off ya. Gue paunya itu ya.
Trailblazers agree with me.
Then let me remind you that
Hari-hari
a
red
genius's
off,
blessing
anjing.
isn't always a result of generosity or kindness.
Meaning...
Aren't
Aduh,
you
ada
supposed
Black
to be
Swan.
intelligent?
Kafka gue tetap
You tell me.
gacha. Kafka
Many
Riran ya.
individuals
Apalagi
have
Jing
a
Liu
hidden
anjing.
side.
Harus sama Lekonnya.
Ergo,
Bangke emang.
Trailblazers' encounter with Nvme
Harus menabung nih.
may hold surprises.
Spoiler atomic clock! I think it's time we took a look at what this elegant scholar can do on the battlefield. Don't you?
My basic attack, threading fragrance,
110
deals ice
pull,
damage to a
30,
single
buset.
target. While my skill, string sing slow swirl,
Gua PT 50 ya, dan gua udah punya 10 kali pull.
of all allies.
Yang gue berharap
There's
sih.
also my ultimate. Petals to stream,
Bentar, fokus dulu ya.
repose and dream, which creates a field.
Only the most beautiful
Dikasih
field
filter
I've
apain,
ever
Cok?
seen. A work of art, madam.
Within the field, allies experience an all-type resistance penetration increase, and when breaking an enemy's weakness, they afflict them with a mark.
This mark is
Okay.
triggered on the enemy's next action, prolonging their weakness break state, delaying their action, and inflicting them with additional ice damage.
You have a knack for exploiting an enemy's weakness, Nvme.
I'll say. And we
Wah,
didn't
ini
even
Himeko
mention
sama
the
Herta
technique,
gua senyum-senyum nih.
Silken Serenade, which allows the team to automatically trigger an effect equivalent to her skill at the start of the next battle. In the simulated universe,
Bisa sama
when
Kafka
Nvme
juga ya?
possesses Silken Serenade, and when an ally attacks a
tekniknya nih.
simulated universe enemy, the battle is entered as if the enemy's weakness was attacked. The attack ignores weakness types and can deplete the toughness of
Jir,
all enemies.
the fuck is
Breaking
that,
a
man?
weakness can trigger the weakness break effect that corresponds to
the
the
fuck, man?
attacker's own type.
Not only that, in the simulated universe, for every blessing possessed, the toughness-reducing damage of the current attack is increased, and extra additional ice damage is dealt.
Wah, Jing
Very
Liu.
good. Sounds to me like you have an interest in
Jing
testing the
Liu
simulated
bahagia di
universe.
pojokan, Cok.
After Trailblazers get to know Ron
Kenapa ya harus ke ice,
another
ke
scholar
ice?
with
Mana gua
connections
gak
to
punya
the
Jing
Genius
Liu lagi?
Society will be appearing, and this
Gak apa, gua punya di Jing Liu versi light, Cok.
Oh,
Herta.
I assume you're referring to the gentleman with the alabaster head.
Classic Mr. Scrollum. Able to see the gentleman behind the mask.
Gentlemen, my foot.
Herta, you're being a little
Herta ngegas banget ya.
Sounds
Seperti
like you
biasa
two are
manusia
well
sundere.
acquainted. Without further ado, allow me to introduce him.
Wah, ini si L ya. Nah, bayangin ngitung Pitagoras anjing, lu menyerang ngitung Pitagoras, Cok. Ultinya kan ngitung Pitagoras anjing. Sisi miring. Wah, tapi keren sih. Set. Udah.
Veritas Ratio, or Dr. Ratio as he's known, is an imaginary type character following the path of the hunt. He belongs to a different
Oke, sudah gua udah pastikan bakal ini ya, bakal Nvme yang pertama ya, soalnya introducingnya Nvme yang pertama cuy.
The Genius Society consists of vanguards from various fields who act
Berarti
in
Dr. Ratio
isolation.
ini bakal
In contrast,
run
the
sama karakter
Intelligentsia
Riran ya.
Guild advocates for the dissemination
Kalau
of
Rirannya cuma
knowledge,
satu.
allowing for a broad church of followers of Nous who work towards furthering this end.
Question. Does the current universe derive greater benefit from the unparalleled talents of the Genius Society or the mutual learnings of the Intelligentsia Guild?
You sure you want to go there?
Websitenya ketutupan Owl gak apa-apa ya. Owlnya yang
Is
ketutupan sih
that why
kebalik.
Dr. Ratio joined the Intelligentsia Guild? A devotion to science? A desire to share scientific knowledge?
Kata siapa? Gua skip anjir.
Dr. Ratio presides
Gua
over
kagak
a
dapet,
total
Dirga.
of 52 academic programs.
And yells at people until they burst into tears.
Tolong ya dibedakan gak dapat sama skip ya. Itu dua kata yang berbeda cuy.
And any student who makes it to the end of a program will be an expert scholar in their respective field.
And an emotional wreck.
Ignorance is an ailment.
Ada
The
Riran.
expungement
Walaupun
of
lama
which
gak apa-apa lah
only
ya.
our Dr. Ratio can achieve.
Emang
and
kesabaran
which
diuji.
entails
Game-game
necessary
beginian nih.
hardship.
By which you mean the destruction of any and all self-esteem.
His
Mana ada
creations
anjir
have
gua
many
gasin
worlds
ini
beyond
cok,
their
gasin
borders
Fusuan
and
red
step
off.
into the future.
Gimana caranya gua
I feel
gasin
like
ke
we
ini
might
ke Jingliu
accidentally
kalau
be
gua
discussing
Fusuan aja red off
Perhaps
anjir.
I should intervene. Dr. Ratio's desire to cure ignorance with
Gak
truth
bisa
is
itu, gak
well
bisa.
known. It's time for us to assess his prowess on the battlefield.
During his basic
Habis
attack,
tifusuan, mau
Mind
gimana
with
lagi?
Might, Dr. Ratio brandishes his codex,
Pas gajah nggak keluar
dealing
dia. Keluarnya di
imaginary
ini
damage to
di
a
siapa sih
single
namanya?
target.
Si Topas.
Question, why does
Topas
he
malah
carry
kalah
a
lagi, kocak
codex
dapat
with
Clara,
him?
kocak.
Intellectuals
Oh,
enjoy
imaginary ya?
persuading others with quotes.
Gua kira
I think
physical ini.
Dr. Ratio
Gimana
takes
caranya
that to
imaginary?
mean
Oh iya sih.
hitting people
Elemennya
with
juga
them
kayak
directly.
Dr. Ratio's
Dia
skill,
apaan tuh?
intellectual midwifery, deals imaginary damage to a single target. While his
Oh iya,
talent,
Dirhan ya,
Cogito
single target.
ergo sum, may trigger him to launch a follow-up attack after using
Red
his
on
skill.
Fusuan gak
As a
dapet
rigorous
Jingliu.
academic researcher, Dr. Ratio pays close attention to his enemy's debuffs during battle. The more
Yes,
debuffs the
Kafka
enemy
gua nggak
has,
skip
the
sih,
higher
Kafka.
the chance of him launching a follow-up attack. And let's not forget his ultimate, three-step paradox.
Nah, ini dia
The
nih.
good doctor summons a leaning
Rumus
tower,
Pythagoras.
and through a series of precise calculations and measurements, plots a trajectory of maximum pain.
Tergantung
The
ini
target
sih.
enemy suffers imaginary damage and is afflicted with Wise Man's Folly.
Nah
When
iya
the
kan
target with
Kafka kan.
Wise Man's Folly is
Kafka
attacked
gue
by
udah
an
dapat
ally, Dr.
Kafka,
Ratio,
gue ngincer
he
lekonnya
launches his
juga.
talent's follow-up attack against the target.
Emang
When
gue
using his
metanya tuh
technique,
harus sama
molded
lekon
by
ya. Gak mau gue
idolatry,
cuma
Dr.
karakter
Ratio
doang.
creates a dimension and taunts nearby enemies. When attacking an enemy
Kafka
within the
Riran gua
dimension
full ya, gua
in a
juga
battle,
full.
there's a chance of
satunya.
reducing the target's
Di
speed.
Capo.
It would appear
Sampai hafal
those
gua, anjing.
5 statues are made in his own image. Ergo, Dr. Ratio suffers from a certain degree of narcissism.
To put it mildly,
Also in version 1.6,
Aduh, Black Swan tuh bagus banget ke Kafka anjing. Gue udah punya penalaran ya.
The elder of two siblings,
Nihility.
very different from the other, yet bound to her all the same.
Pasti
It's
menggila
Han, his
Kafka gue
older
anjing.
sister, Shui.
Oh, demi harmoni kuantum kah? Wah, Soi. Ini keren juga nih, gue suka desain karakternya. Siap-siap Paceron. Nah iya, gue kaca semua tuh. Gue kalah red off ini ya udahlah ya. Yang penting gue udah gacha, cok.
Shui is a
si Black Swan
quantum
itu
character following the
angin-angin.
path of destruction, whose original body was replaced long ago with a permanent puppet system. The
Angin
system
Nihility.
was constructed for Shui Yi on behalf of the Ten Lords Commission. The commission agreed that for every corporate Shui Yi
Tabung aja Dirga, tapi ya itu. Gue kalau gue gak bisa nabung, gue kalau karakter yang gue pengen pasti keluar
A
di situ.
reasonable arrangement.
Wow, kemarin tuh demi ngepul hanya gue rela tuh pecah red on
is a
anjing.
formidable presence on the battlefield.
Jadi harus skip ya. Gak apa. Persiapan tuh sangat penting ya. Jangan kayak gue anjing.
Her skill, iniquity obliteration, can deal quantum damage to a single
Semua
target
dipulai.
and adjacent enemies.
Gak dapat baru
And
ini,
as a
misal ya.
judge of the Ten Lords Commission, Shui Yi's talent is a little out of the ordinary. When Shui Yi and an ally deal damage to an enemy's toughness, stacks of karma are accumulated.
Oh, kena weakness.
So she's good at trying criminals?
8 stack terus ngapain dia?
When karma stacks to the upper limit, Shui Yi immediately
Wah,
launches a
udah
follow-up
ini ya.
attack on the target.
Gue punya jingli kuantum nih kalau gue dapat dia ya. Walaupun harus menyerang 8 kali bangke.
Can deal quantum damage to a
Kagak
single
sakit lagi.
target and toughness depletion that ignores weakness types. The more toughness depleted, the greater the damage.
Breaking weaknesses irrespective of type.
Buset.
These Xianzhou
Wah,
natives
anjing
are
keren, Cok.
cold-blooded.
When Shui Yi uses her technique, summary execution, to attack an enemy and enter battle, she deals quantum damage to all enemies.
Oh.
Yes, sir. It's time. We talked about version 1.6
Ya kan, Topaz gua gak dapet tuh Topaz dikasih
During the
Clara.
first phase of version 1.6 in the character event warps, Flow
Oke, 7 Maret ya, gak apa-apa lah.
Soul. Trailblazers can obtain the limited
Ih,
5-star
iya sama Sui
characters
anjing.
Runmei
Let's
and
fucking go,
Blade,
bro.
respectively.
Nah ini nih,
Not
gak
to
salah nih
mention,
alien ya.
The 4-star character Shui Yi will be joining version 1.6's
Kok raranya di
phase
situ?
character warp.
2 karakter Riran ya?
Bandage guy.
Now, during the
Bro,
second phase of
jangan
version
bilang ada
1.6
Kafka
in
di
the
sini
character
atau
event
Luocha.
warps, Pantoray and
Dia Clara,
Netsu
buset.
Dora. Trailblazers can obtain the limited
Kayaknya udah rerun 2 kali dah.
characters Dr. Ratio and Kafka respectively.
I wondered when that lady might be making a return.
Bener anjing.
I'll be glad to see the back of her.
Aduh.
Let's not forget Lycone.
Mana bisa gue S1
In
Kafka
1.6's
anjing.
first phase Lycone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star
Wah, lakonnya indah
Lycone
banget ya.
by past self in the mirror will be boosted. And in the
Iya.
Bicone Reminiscence Lycone event warp, the drop rate of the 5-star Lycone, the Unreachable Side, will
Kafka di ini
also
abis
be
Runmei ya.
boosted. Version 1.6's second phase will also see the
Waduh.
5-star Lycone, the Baptism of Pure Thought, entering the Lycone event warp.
Let's go sih, let's go ya. Abis Kafka. Belum tahu ya. Sampai 1.7 apa langsung 2.0 ya?
Consideration of both the universe and
Masih belum tahu
philosophy.
sih.
Check out the yellow ducky.
And finally, in the aforementioned Bygone Reminiscence Lycone event warp,
Amin,
the drop
Dirga
rate
ya.
of 5-star Lycone, patience
Semoga lu
is
menang,
all
Bang.
you need, will also be boosted.
Oh langsung 2.0.
Lycone,
Wah, gimana caranya abis gacha Kafka harus gacha lagi Black Swan? Wah udah, berarti gue skip Kafka ya.
Stay tuned for more updates.
Bodo amat lah, nyicil lah ya, siapa tahu dapat. Persetan anjing skip. Oh udah, kode. QTRT NC VRU 9UX. Aduh, top yang sama dengan top up itu gua gak baca ya. Gua gak melihat apa-apa di situ ya. Gua bakal top up di ini di Caveron apa Careon. Si Raiden lah, gua manggilnya Raiden, ini nggak biasa gua pakai nama itu. Gua bisa memang manggil Raiden sih.
First up, something that's about to make a big splash on the space station.
Tapi untuk sekarang nggak dulu ya. Careon, susah banget namanya. Yang mulai lagi, buset. Anjing keren banget, Cuk. Wah, ini gua akuin keren sih musuhnya sih. Gila, keren
I
banget ini
can see how
efeknya.
that would make a big splash.
Do I
Gua
recall
harus punya
someone
2 Raiden.
mentioning
Yes.
accidents on the space station?
In the process of clone cultivation, Madame Runmei did encounter a certain
Feeling gua sih dapat sih. Gua kemarin gitu anjing, feeling gua menang Reto, feeling gua menang off dikasih Clara. Ini kalau besok gua dikasih Clara lagi sih, gua udah gak paham. Clara gua langsung gua bully, Cok.
Swarm King Scaricabaz. Thanks to an incident during the experiment, this borehole planet's old crater came into being, and it looks like a lively one.
There's that light-hearted tone again. Ergo, we're screwed.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I kick your butt.
Don't panic. Madame Runmei
Gila,
has shared
Herta.
with us one of her research papers.
Ngeri banget Hirta ya.
Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz. Analysis of asexual propagation performance induced by specific gene sequences.
Anjing.
Let's
Bisa
start
awal
with the
gitu.
abstract and keywords.
Jing liu lagi anjing.
Get to the point!
Leave it to me. Star Crusher Swarm King Scaricabaz
Bareng
possesses
Clara sama Topas sih ya.
immense
Ada
propagative
Topas,
capabilities.
Claranya jadi lebih sakit kan.
When in its multiply state,
Lu lihat
the
tuh,
Swarm King produces
wignya
more
ice
of
lagi,
its own
Cok.
kind with every attack it sustains.
Agak ngeselin ya.
Wait, every attack? So the swarm
Hari-hari
just keeps
ice, anjing.
multiplying the more we fight it? Somebody's getting fired.
However,
Tiap detik
this
dia pecah gitu.
multiply state is also when the Swarm King is most vulnerable. Breaking its weakness at this moment can cause it to explode.
That's right. As highlighted in the
Sama
paper's
kayak
conclusion,
ini ya, api ya.
maintain your focus
Kalau
on the
meledak.
Swarm King's toughness. Time the weakness break just right, and Star Crusher Swarm King
Oh, apa, ntar
Scaricabaz can be
baca lagi
defeated.
Furiron ya.
Furthermore, after completing the 1.6
Ya berharap aja sebelumnya nggak ada kata yang gue pengen anjing.
Echo of War, Borehole Planet's old crater will become available. Complete this challenge to
Apaan sih ini, Cok?
obtain
Echo of War?
the advanced trace level up material.
Oh, jadi bos
past
dia.
symbols of the Borehole Planet disaster.
Are all
Physical.
biological entities
Aduh.
in this location
Anti lancar
characterized
merah gue ya,
by
diserai ya.
aggression? Affirmation, it is reasonable to conduct such
Bagi.
experiments within a sealed-off area.
They're not. There are some sweet and
Celok
lovable
merah.
characters
Itu kayaknya
too.
mau
In a
ini
bid
tuh.
to boost the
Ada mau
space
di
station's research
adjust tuh
development,
skillnya tuh.
Trailblazers have been
Yang
assigned
skill
an
bonusnya tuh.
important mission. Nurture and care for the newly arrived
Skill bounce lagi yang
little
ulti yang
life
terus ada efek bounce-nya tuh.
I'm
Katanya
counting
mau
on you, friends.
di adjust.
There won't be any accidents.
Wih, ada cat cok anjing, gue suka nih warna
This time,
ungu cok, bagus
right?
cok.
Probably not.
Waduh,
Look
Hoyoverse
how
mulu
adorable
gua
these
lihat ya.
little guys are. In the Critter Pick scavenging event, Trailblazers can choose their nurturing goals according to the nurturing
Ini
manual.
apaan lagi?
They can learn cultivation specifics and successfully raise a variety
Oh,
of
anjing.
delightful little creatures. Seeing these little critters explore and frolic through the cabin is enough to put a smile on
Wah,
the
itu gua
face
mau
of
tuh yang punya Kafka tuh.
every Trailblazer.
Affirmative. It results in
bisa
gratifying
di-custom,
emotional
cuy.
and
Keren.
physical responses. Conclusion. A profoundly
Signature,
ingenious construct.
Aside from the normal varieties, the cultivation process might even result in mutations and special breeds. And just between us,
Anjing jadi
during
anjing,
the
Cok.
event, Trailblazers have the chance to transform into and
Siapa namanya? Lupa
experience
gua.
what it's
Pepe ya?
like to be Peppy.
Oh iya, Peppy, bener.
Interesting. Maybe I should add a transformation
Kok malah
feature
Pep?
to the simulated universe.
Sorry agak sus ya.
Simulated universe. This update is a real
Kagak sih, kayaknya bukan
game
peda
changer
diserai.
with significant new features.
Kayaknya cuma event-event gitu, ntar juga
1.6
hilang.
will
Wih,
add another fresh update to the simulated universe
Wih,
with
SU update, cuy.
brand new DLC, Gold and Gears.
apaan tuh? Modul.
Ron May played a major role in this update.
Indeed. In Simulated Universe Gold and Gears, Ron May has developed a simulated noose and frozen space-time just before the demise of Member 27.
Iya, belum ada fitur pet ya kayak di Genshin ya.
Emperor
bukan
Rupert
pet
was a
sih, kayak
computer
companion gitu
that
yang
became
ikut-ikut sih.
self-aware
Tuh,
and
gua pengen itu
subsequently
lumayan tuh
drew
kalau udah
Noose's
pusing itu.
gaze, becoming the 27th
Jalan-jalan
member
kan
of the Genius
menemani
Society.
ya.
It proclaimed itself Emperor and initiated the widely known Machine Empire crisis, the First Emperor's War. The war serves as an excellent historical source for Ionic research.
This latest update adds the path of erudition.
Oh, nambah erudition,
daringly
anjing.
experiments with separating dice from paths.
The dice come with
Kan
6
emang udah ada,
slots for
kocak.
equipping various dice-based effects. By collecting Trailblaze secrets, you can unlock
Belum,
even more
Cok.
dice-based effects.
Elation ya?
As Trailblazers delve
Iya,
deeper
Cok, yang kemarin
into the
Elation kan yang
challenges,
sebelumnya.
they can
Iya
acquire
gak sih?
more powerful dice spaces and unlock new ways to play. Trailblazers can swap out the faces
Yah, anjing OBS gua. The fuck,
on their
man.
dice, combining effects from
Halo,
multiple
OBS, halo.
paths to create a
Wah, udah, Cok. Emang bener gua gak live stream anjing. Tapi OBS gua lancar ya.
combinations. For example,
Ntar, Cok, ini agak anjing nih. Gua aja udah telat berapa menit nih. Masih nge-lag,
even
kocak.
if the initial path
1, 2, 3, let's go.
selected is the nihility, you can create diverse effects by strategically combining different dice faces. You could assemble
Oh,
a
ini
die
bukan
that
ini.
allows you to leap over tiles.
Bukan yang biasa.
Or one that yields higher rewards in battles.
Beda
or
lagi ini.
one that incorporates both effects.
Ribet cok. Ini gini-gini. Ntar pas udah main baru paham tuh mekanismenya. Kalau dari awal udah mikir gini pusing cok.
Use it to unlock different talents and increase your combat
Neuron.
gains.
In other words, it mirrors the ability tree found in the
Bingung gue,
simulated
iya di gue juga
universe.
bingung.
Get ready for a thrilling addition to version 1.6 of the simulated
Iya harus main dulu. Gue juga gitu nih kemarin yang
Cognition system.
ini Swarm Disaster juga kayak tolol juga paham gue ngapain nih. Pas udah main baru ngerti. Baru cuy. Apaan nih?
Trailblazers can compile all the
Wah,
storylines
makin
through
ribet,
continuous
Cok.
gameplay, ultimately
Apaan ini
unlocking
tuh?
the enigmatic secrets of the eons.
Count your
Udah kayak main
blessings.
ini.
A new simulated
Udah kayak main
universe to
ini anjing
explore.
apa Love Simulator cok.
Trailblazers, I'll be waiting for you at the usual
Dating
spot.
simulator anjing terus milih jalur
Now
cerita
that we've
kocak.
covered the major updates in the simulated universe, it's time to talk about a special invite.
Anjir, apa
In
lagi
version
nih?
1.6, Trailblazers will receive an invitation from the Department of Ecology to participate in a special test.
The Department of Ecology? Let's
Genshin
finish this
Hangout
one.
iya
This
cok.
test
Iya benar
involves
juga Genshin
battling
Hangout anjing.
illusionary enemies that are conjured through scent triggers.
Apaan
Each
nih?
distinct scent plugin yields different test outcomes. Trailblazers will start with the basic test and subsequently unlock
Oh ini yang
despair
katanya
mode.
skor itu ya.
Despair mode. I hear Trailblazers are seasoned trash can explorers. I'm sure their
Suara
noses
Ruan
can handle
Messi
it.
bagus banget ya.
Don't be so sure. The difficulty curve isn't for the faint of heart, which is why we like to remind all Trailblazers that the illusions created
Sampai sekarang ya,
by
kapal
these
gua gak
scents
pernah gua ganti
differ
ya.
from regular enemies. Make sure you're well prepared.
Silly
before
udah gua sering
engaging in
ganti-ganti anjir.
battle.
Sekarang yang
Example,
Kafka gue yang gak pernah
deploy
gua ganti anjing
distinct
kalau mau
scent
buku hantam ya.
plugins before commencing the simulated trial to attain varied bonuses in
Gue
battle.
penasaran.
That's right.
Ruan Mei.
Immerse yourself in your favorite scent, say cedarwood, and you might just encounter some familiar friends.
What's this? A garlic-flavored, abundant ebon deer?
That sounds delicious.
Hey, snap out of it! Need I remind
Anjing
everyone?
udah kokolia
The
gepard
scents
lagi.
may be tempting,
Combo
but it's
macam apa
crucial
itu?
to exercise self-control. Version 1.6 will also see the return of the planar
Oke, beginian
fissure
lagi ya.
and realm of the strange events. During these events, successfully challenging the simulated universe and cavern of corrosion will yield double rewards for a set number of
Oh,
times.
lumayan nih relik nih.
Conclusion. Relaxation and
Lumayan ya
fun
bagi orang-orang yang
await.
religi sampah kayak gue ya.
We
Lumayan
ain't
buat
done
farming.
with you yet.
Wah ini event baru nih.
Remember Mr. Cien from the Cienjo Lapu?
Mr. Sian.
He recently acquired a
Mr. Cien
talking
tuh yang
parrot,
bikin-bikin ini kan.
Hoyoverse, that can blur truth with falsehood.
Kalau bukan yang bikin teh,
It's you,
tukang
isn't it?
cerita ya.
What? Slander.
Bookshop. Oh ya benar.
As I was saying, Trailblazers can strike up a conversation with Mr. Cien and his talking parrot to experience the brand new permanent challenge mode, Pure Fiction.
Permanent challenge?
Oh
You mean
permanen.
like the Forgotten Hall?
Not exactly.
What?
In Pure Fiction, defeating an enemy will cause it to respawn immediately, and Trailblazers earn points every time they deal damage to or defeat an enemy. At the end of each battle, the highest score achieved in that challenge will be recorded. Trailblazers
Okay.
need to defeat as many enemies as possible within a limited number of cycles to rack up a high score.
Okay.
Each phase of Pure Fiction comes with its own set of buff effects for Trailblazers to choose from, which allows for team composition experimentation to maximize points.
Observation
Akhirnya
indicates
gua
that
live
high
gak gabut,
scores can lead to a
coy.
cure.
Akhirnya kagak gabut gue live stream aja karena beginian ya.
And available buff
Lumayan.
effects when selecting your formation and battle strategy.
Percaya gue lanjut live stream tanggal 1 ya.
Goodness, that about
Jadi ini
myself.
sampai akhir bulan gue pakai buat
Update,
upload
folks.
konten cuy.
In each phase of Pure Fiction, you can bag yourself a whopping 720 stellar jades. And guess what? Completing specific stages for the first time.
Salingan
will
emosi.
earn
Nah iya,
you
pokoknya
the
kalau ada emosi gue
four-star
langsung live stream
character
cuy.
links.
Tapi kan emosi kan awal bulan cuy.
720 stellar jades?
Awal
You
bulan
heard it here
apa
first.
akhir
In
bulan?
version 1.6, Forgotten Hall, Memory of Chaos.
Oh,
is
udah
set to
mulai, bro.
expand with stages 11 and 12.
Tahun depan, iya, tahun depan.
Securing a
Kan sama
3-star
aja bulan
victory
depan.
in these new stages grants an extra 120 stellar jades. Combine that with the first 10
Tuh ya udah
stages,
tambahan Memory of
look
Chaos
at that.
lumayan.
A grand total of 720 stellar jades. Trailblazers who complete these two permanent challenge modes can also earn a new currency, which they can exchange for items like self-modeling resin, and the newly added shop.
Sounds
Kayaknya
neat.
gue record deh.
But
Mau
are
gue edit-edit.
trailblazers seriously expected to take on more permanent challenges each time there's a new version?
Kalau Little Company ya, mau
That's
gue
gonna
edit
eat
sih.
into our simulated universe testing time, you know.
Hold your horses, Madam Herda.
Ntar ya cuy.
These two permanent game modes will be seeing changes of their own in the update schedule. From version 1.6 onwards,
Jeez, pakai
Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos and Pure Fiction will be updated in rotation. Every Memory of Chaos update will be
Apaan tuh?
followed
Oh,
2 weeks
diselang-seling ya.
later
Tadi
by
bener
a
ya kata siapa
Pure
tadi? Gitu
Fiction
ya.
event. Subsequently, 2 weeks after that, a new Memory of Chaos will start.
In which case, each version contains 3 such updates, meaning that Trailblazers can obtain a maximum of 2,160 stellar jades across the Forgotten Hall and Pure Fiction events.
In addition, the availability of each phase of Memory of Chaos
Entarnya itu
will be
dulu,
extended from 2 weeks to 6 weeks. This means that when a new phase of Memory of Chaos starts, the previous phase will still be available. The same is also true of Pure Fiction.
Ergo, Trailblazers will have more time to plan their character leveling and to experience challenge gameplay.
You got it.
Perfection.
And I almost forgot about another significant new feature in version 1.6.
Week 1.
Get ready for the Forgotten Hall auto clear function. After the 1.6 update, Trailblazers can directly challenge the highest Memory of Chaos stage they previously cleared with 3 stars. Upon achieving a 3-star victory, they instantly receive all rewards from the preceding stages. Just a heads up that stage 7 is currently the highest stage that Trailblazers can start their challenge.
Whoa! In other words, as long as I've achieved a 3-star victory in Stage 7, and I attain the same victory in any given Forgotten Hall Memory of Chaos
What the
stage,
fuck?
I can get my hands on rewards
Huh?
for the previous 6 stages?
Precisely.
Another Trailblazer
auto
time
gitu,
saver, it
Cuk.
would seem.
That's not all.
Wah,
The
ini
1.6
mengurangi
update will further
ini ya,
improve
mengurangi
the user-friendliness
durasi
of the
streaming
team
gua nih.
setup in the Forgotten
Tapi
Hall.
membedakan gua
As
untuk mendapatkan
Trailblazers
bansos ya.
progress through stages in Forgotten Hall Memory of
Berarti gua
Chaos,
fokus ini
the
kalau mau
team
live stream
setup
ya,
from the previous stage
7, 8,
will
9,
be
10, 11,
carried
11,
over
12
by
sih.
default. Plus, with the new team setup
Lantai
switching
12.
and one-click clear functions, lineups can be adjusted at the drop of a hat.
Impressive. It seems that
Wah.
optimizing Trailblazer experience is a firm priority.
Gua nggak tahu Genshin semakin kayak gimana, tapi yang gua rasain di
And
Stardew
guess what
sih
else? Version 1.6 will also ease the completion
Maintenance-nya bagus
difficulty
ya.
of daily training,
Dari developernya.
allowing Trailblazers to claim rewards with less effort. Additionally, we've introduced a time-limited unlock feature.
makin
for
gabut ya
certain
gabut,
material
langsung 7
stages.
langsung kelar anjing
This
yang
might
sebelumnya.
require further explanation.
Buset.
Simply put, even if Trailblazers haven't explored the latest maps,
Ya,
they
apaan
can
lagi
still
nih?
challenge certain material stages to gather leveling materials for their characters.
Oh,
And of course, where would 1.6 be without the ever-exciting check-in event?
Yo
Participating in the Gift of Odyssey event allows Trailblazers to get their hands
bisa lah ini sama
on 10
Lycon,
rewards.
Run May.
I think the
ada
Trailblazers will be
gratis
looking
gini juga.
forward to this one.
Indubitably.
I saw it coming.
Wah, gua 10 ya udah mau mampus anjing. Jangan ngomong 12 dah.
Big shout out to
10
all
aja
our
pas-pasan, anjing.
Trailblazers for their incredible love and support. honkaistarrail recently garnered incredible awards and nominations. On behalf of the project team, I, Albert, would like to extend our gratitude.
Pardon the interruption. You
Anjing,
are
ngeselin
now
cuy suaranya aja, Dr. Rasio.
speaking with Veritas Ratio.
Huh?
It has come to my attention that your broadcast today touched on certain warp arrangements in connection with myself. If I may be so bold, the current arrangements are pitiful.
Dr. Ratio!
The dissemination and sharing of
ngeselin sih.
knowledge, as well as truth, is imperative. I, in my esteemed capacity, demand that every
BTW besok ada
trailblazer
konten
be
ya.
given access
Sama hari
to
Minggu.
a proper
Enggak deh, hari
education.
Minggu jangan dulu deh.
When version 1.6's Pantaray event warp becomes available, every trailblazer
Suka lu ya,
who
Gun,
has
ya?
unlocked the
Gua
mail
si Rese
feature
ya.
shall receive
Sama kayak Lancelot merah, Rese anjing.
one limited
Full Dr. Ratio.
5-star character Dr. Ratio.
Apa sih?
That
Animation
is to
skill-nya
say,
bagus, Cok.
me.
Cuma
Through sheer tyranny
Gua
of will,
anti cowok,
I
ya.
shall become ubiquitous. With this, I bid you
dia nyerang
farewell.
terus kayak ada imaginary elemental
And
gitu
there we
kan,
have it, folks.
ngitung-ngitung
The
matematika,
esteemed
bagus cuy.
Dr. Ratio. So, I think we've covered all the content for version 1.6.
Bro,
Thank
udah lihat
you
belum?
once
Gratis,
again
Cok.
to our 3 geniuses for their support.
Dapat gratis anjing, claim for free tuh lihat. Login to get a limited 5-star dota ratio. Lu lihat. Honkaistarrail nih, Bos. Apa itu Genshin anjing?
I thought it was Friday.
Question.
Langsung
Was
bersyukur
the
ya.
IPC not
Anjing gratis,
rest
Cok.
at the weekend?
Right? That's 2 full days of simulated universe testing. Trailblazers?
Eh?
You know what to do.
I'm not talking about the weekend, y'all. I'm talking about our next special guest.
Claim for free apa nih? Bentar dulu nih, claim for free buat gacha apa? Langsung dapat karakternya. Kalau buat gacha mah sama aja anjing, sesat, Cok. Kalau gacha sih sama aja, cuy. Nggak jadi alhamdulillah ya kalau gacha ya. VA 8A PU3 VA 8A PU3 bukan C. Apa C? Kita ganti. Langsung dapat cara kan, ya udah berarti enak cuy. Login tinggal klaim. Oh berarti sama kayak ini ya, login tinggal klaim ya. Siapa sih? Aloy Vera ya.
And welcome to the Family's Charmony Festival Conference. I'm your host, Albert. This
Nambah di
once in
Pcie,
an
iya, tapi Han.
ever event is near at hand, and the eyes of the universe are fixed firmly on the planet of festivities, Penacony. Tonight,
Penacony.
we'll be bringing you all the latest on Charmony Festival. First, let's give a round of applause.
Gila,
and
gratis,
welcome
coy.
the
Yoi,
organizer
Starrail
of
nih,
the
Bos.
festival
Senggol dong.
and representative of the family in Penacony.
Gak tahu tuh game yang huruf pertama huruf G ya, gua
Good
gak tahu.
evening, dear
What the
viewers.
fuck is this, man?
I am Sunday.
Wah, yang ganti suara Messi, gua sujud syukur ya.
Here lights up our humble studio.
Perjalanan
Too
baru.
kind, Mr. Owlbert.
Bentar, ini siapa, Cok?
If it were not for the IPM's generous invitation,
IPC kah?
I would not have had this opportunity to introduce your audience to our festival, nor its location. That is to say, Penacony.
Iya. Bener juga.
Penacony is located in the Asdana star system. It is a
Kayak
holiday
kayak
destination
perkotaan
of
gitu, cuy,
universal
gedung-gedung.
repute.
Bagus
Known
gitu
to
ya.
many as the planet of festivities. Our guests will be staying in the Reverie, a luxurious hotel where one may travel freely between reality and
Sekarang udah berani
dreamscape,
gini ya, teasing-teasing gini ya.
basking in dreams
Starrail.
that are
Mentang-mentang lagi
uniquely
cuan.
yours.
I'm curious, what makes this festival different from the previous ones?
Charmony Festival is a Penacony tradition with a long history, and we have built on that foundation to achieve something truly extraordinary. The family on Penacony has, for the first time, issued public invitations to various factions of the cosmos, welcoming them to partake in our magnificent ceremony. Members of the 5 great families, which together make up the family on Penacony, as well as staff members of the Reverie, are united in welcoming the universe to our home.
Rumor has it that your sister, the cosmic superstar Miss Robin, is set to perform at the ceremony.
Miss Fafen.
You heard correctly. On behalf of the family, Robin will be singing at the opening of the
What the fuck
festival
is this,
in
man?
honor of the Eon of Harmony. My sister has
Harmoni ya,
already
udah
arrived
yakin
in
penampunnya
Penacony,
Harmoni, coy.
and dress rehearsals
Anjing,
are
Robin,
well
Cok.
underway.
Mugiwara
Guests are in for quite the show.
Miss Robin's participation will undoubtedly make the ceremony all the more dazzling.
Orang pada bosan. Iya
Mr.
kan?
Sunday,
Gua nggak bosan, enjoy aja gua, lebih bosan Genshin sih
Any
gua.
details about the festival's preparations?
All manner of preparations are
ini
unfolding
si
as we
bisa ya.
speak. The
Karakter
Reverie's
bintang 4.
renovation works are drawing to a
Destruction
close,
S.
and so too is its human resources overhaul. Our level of service
Robin
will be
apa,
better
Cok?
than ever. Separately, we have introduced performers and service
dari
personnel
bentuknya
from
sih
the
karakter
Iris
bintang 4 sih.
family to Penacony's principal scenic areas and leisure
Firefly tapi namanya
facilities.
keren.
I'm sure
Firefly.
they will help our guests to
Anjay.
feel right at home. Needless to say,
Oke, sudah pasti
safety is our
skip.
primary concern. And so, the
Wah, ini
devoted and
di-teaser semua nih
courageous
karakter yang bakal datang
Bloodhound
nih.
family will be responsible for security at the festival. Danger does not exist in Penacony's dreams, and the family promises that the safety of every guest is
Feeling gue sih
guaranteed.
ketemu lagi nih sama Kava dan
Of course, the family is also forgiving. Perhaps you are a member
Wah,
of
anjing.
the Annihilation Gang, or even the Stellaron Hunters. If you cherish
Holy
dreams
shit,
and
the same, bro.
uphold benevolence,
Let's go, boy.
Penacony welcomes your arrival.
Anjing, keren banget anjing.
Since issuing the
Lu
invitations,
bayangin nge-pull
we
Kamen
have
Rider,
received
cok.
many replies from
Kapan lagi
various
ada Kamen Rider
organizations
anjing
throughout the
di
universe.
honkaistarrail ya?
Today will be the first time we are publishing the guest list.
Apaan, cok?
All in the service of the preservation, the Amber Lord. He's an
Preservation.
executive from the IPC Strategic Investment Department and a member of the legendary Ten Stone Hearts.
Oh, ini si Aventurin ini yang pernah muncul gak sih yang kemarin sama Topaz?
Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Iya, si Sam tuh.
The name is carried
Kamen
forward
Rider ya.
the trailblazing will of Akabele.
Semua
and
Stellaron
build
Hunter sih
bridges
OP ya.
Between the stars. The navigator of the Astral Express, Miss Himiko, along with the entire crew, will soon be gracing Penacony with their presence.
Oh, ini yang diundang ya?
Trading knowledge for wisdom, calculating wealth with formulas, and transcending individual limitations through
Nonton ini di
academic
apa ya?
network
Di
of
teasing
shared
semua nih.
resources.
Dikasih tahu karakternya bakal
Renowned
datang.
scholar of the Intelligentsia Guild, Dr. Faradis.
Oke, dapat Pythagoras ya.
We think
Diundang juga dia.
therefore we are. And memories are
Ini
proof of
apa ya?
existence.
Squad ya?
She's committed to safeguarding and sharing these memories and able to journey beyond the corporeal into the cosmos. Hails from the Garden of Recollection, it's none other
Let's
than
go.
the Memo Keeper herself, Miss
Gila artnya, cok.
Swan. In the uncaring expanse of the
Mana ATM gua
cosmos,
ini? Oke, ATM.
elation exists as
Gak,
a
gak,
ball.
gak bakal anjing gue.
Forever
Kecuali nggak dapat baru gua
never
top up ya.
disheartened, ceaselessly untearful, endlessly present, and here
Si
representing
Sparkle,
the
Hanabi.
masked fools, Sparkle. Following the path of the hunt, journeying from one
Galaxy
planet to
Ranger.
another, upholding justice, eradicating evil, and then doing
Siapa
it
yang
all
bilang
over
Topaz?
again.
Topaz debt
She's
collector,
been
cok.
away from the spotlight for too long.
Wah, Cheron.
Representing the Galaxy
Oh.
Rangers, Miss Acheron takes the stage once more.
Oke.
On
Jadi si
behalf
Acheron
of the
Han ya?
family, I hereby warmly welcome our guests to participate in this,
Gak, deng.
our grand
Dari ini kalau bukan Han ya Destruction ya.
Penacony awaits you.
Dari tampilannya. Ya, selesai, bro. Masih ada anjir. Penakoni, cok. Anjing cuma segitu doang, bangke. The fuck, man? Udah kelar, cuy. Anjir, segitu doang. Mana? Kafka Watch. Image terus kecil gak matiin. So ya, Mama Sile bukan Sili, salah orang. So ya, kira-kira gue live stream sampai sini dulu ya karena gue mau ngedit. Makasih yang udah join, Lukman Array dan juga Dirga dan Bagas. Sampai jumpa di awal ini ya, awal tahun ya. Karena wifi gue udah pasti balik normal di awal tahun, awal bulan ya. So, jangan lupa like, comment, subscribe. Bye. Thank you, Kun. Thank you, Bagas. Thank you, Dirga. Waktunya menguli Ruan Mei ya. Boh.